And welcome to Qigong. And we're going to be working with Qi because that's what Qigong is all about, is working with our energy, working with our breath. And let's start with wave breathing because that's where we're getting our Qi from, is our breath, the air, hand on the belly, hand on the chest. Breathing in and out through the nose, bring the breath into the belly, then the ribs, then the chest, and chest, ribs, belly. Let your exhale be a little bit longer than your inhale. And you just decide whether you want to be 4 in, 6 out, or 5 in, 7 out, up to you. Let's just settle into some breath. So this is a full deep breath. You're filling the bottom of the diaphragm breathing all the way up through the ribs, all the way to the top of the chest. Now add a little pause at the top of the inhale, about 2 or 3 seconds, and add a pause to the bottom of the exhale. And relax. Good. Shake it out. We're going to do some Cossack breathing. So elbows up into Cossack style. One hand on top of the elbow. And Clinton might just start dancing at some stage here. There's some suitable music nearby. And so breathing in, bring your elbows above your head and see how far back you can take them. And breathing out, coming back again. Each time you go, swap your hands around. So a nice deep breath in and out through your nose, in as you go up, out as you come down. And notice when you do this that you actually get a really good stretch through the front of the lungs, front of the top of the lungs, and right into your axilla as well. So you're making more space in the lungs so that you can breathe in more air because there's more flexibility in the rib cage. Changing the arms each time. Breathing in, you might find that you feel a bit more of a stretch under one arm than the other. Stretching, this is stretching your pectoral muscles, but also your latissimus dorsi as well. See that your tailbone is dropped down, that your chin is tucked in, and try and get your arms level with your ears as you stretch back. Do another 2. Swapping top arm each time. Last one. Make it a good one. See how far you can stretch back, keeping your chin tucked in. Your tailbone drops, so you lengthen your spine at the same time and coming down. Ooh. Right, shake it out. So instead of knocking on the door of life, we're still going to do a spine twist from side to side. So as we go to the right or your left, when you go to the side you're going to, that hand is going to knock on your 7th cervical vertebra. Okay, other side, and you lift your heel on the other side. So just start off with that. So this is the vertebra that very often allows for your chin to poke forward because it's a little bit bent from you looking to see where you're walking. Okay. And when you do that, we're going to add a slap on to the ribs. So one arm comes across, other arm hitting your C7. So it's really good for your brain to do this. So we're knocking on the 7th cervical vertebra and we're knocking on the ribs. And when we're knocking on the ribs, we're knocking on a point which is called gallbladder 24. And the name of that is, translated from Chinese, sun moon. Very important point for any liver conditions, gallbladder conditions. So we're helping to open up your intercostal muscles between the ribs, nice spinal twist, and a nice vibration going through your whole of your spine as you hit that C7. Just notice where your breath is, maybe into one side, out to the other. Still breathing in and out through the nose. And relax, shake it out. So gallbladder is paired with the liver meridian. So when we say we're talking about the liver a little bit this evening, we talk about the gallbladder meridian as well because they work together. Okay, let's do a little bit of chi massage up and down where the ribs join onto the sternum. This is where we store a lot of emotional stuckness. So it's nice to breathe out through the mouth when we're massaging here. If you don't want to knock, you can just massage here. So if you were feeling a little bit sick or you'd been coughing, you'd rather just use your fingers as a massage. And go over to shoulder nest, your lung 1 and 2. And all the way down the arm, turn your arm over on the back. As you come up, you're going to be knocking on gallbladder 21 all the way up here. So the gallbladder meridian is coming all the way up from the second littlest toes to the eyes. Over your trapezius, back to chest. Really long out breaths. Clear any old stagnant air. And just below the clavicle here. Down your lung meridian, up the large intestine, over gallbladder 21, point for clear thinking, down, up, up, back to the chest. And let's go over the kidney. Down on the kidney. Kidney is the water element. The liver is the wood element. So we say that the liver, water element, promotes wood because, of course, the water promotes the growth of the tree. And so let's clap down the gallbladder meridian down there. And we clap up the liver meridian, which comes along the insides of the legs, down the gallbladder. Gallbladder meridian starts on the toes, ends near the eyes. Liver, no, it starts on the eyes, ends on the toes, and the liver starts by the big toe, and it ends up in the chest. Back to the liver, then to the kidney, up and down. Give it a little bit of a rub there. Good. All right, let's go to a little bit of tiger work. Tiger representing our strength and our courage. And so Chinese, in the early days, taking these animals and embodying the spirit of the animal. So if you needed to get stronger, have courage, then you do tiger work. So it would be a sort of shamanistic way of healing. So tiger in the grass, and this is a lovely clearing one as well. So little tiger claws coming down here, and out breath through the mouth as you come down. Breathing in, coming up. You can make that out breath into almost a guttural, growly sound. The back of your throat, breathing in. Clearing any old stuff in your body, mind, your emotions there. Same time, very strengthening for the kidneys, very strengthening for your knees, very strengthening for your lower back and your pelvis. And out to the side. Feeling your space, feeling your weight chi around you over there. Good. And now tiger's going to stretch his claws. So tiger stretching his claws, we're going to hinge at the waist. So we're going to come up and then we're going to hinge at the waist and stretch forwards, claw hands, eyes not looking ahead, but looking down there. And then you're going to roll up to come up again. So just try that, hinge at the waist and out with your claws, stretching your hamstrings, rolling back and coming up. And it's going to be an out breath as you go forward. So rolling up and out breath. Maybe you can look forwards. If you're a bird, be looking down, let the tiger look forwards. Roll. Coming up, let's do a few of those. There. Roll and come down. Drop your head. Now we're going to go to the side. So as we go to the side, weight comes to one leg and step forward with your heel and keep your toes up so that as you stretch forward, you're stretching the back of your hamstrings here. So it's a coming in, out to the other side. To the center. Roll. Uncoil your back. Weight on the 1 foot. Stretch and to the other side. Roll up. Come to the center. Roll up. Step onto your heel. Stretching the hammies and the straight leg there. Rolling up. It goes to the other side. Back. Very good for strengthening your back, for stretching your hamstrings. Pull your tummy in as you come forwards here. Rolling up, drop your head. Uncoil, coiling and uncoiling the spine. Out you go, stretching your hamstrings. Hold that position for a few seconds. Rolling, coming forwards. Other side, one more to each side. Coming back. Forwards. Last time. Coming back. And coming back. And just give it a little shake out. And because we're thinking of strength and courage, inner strength, outer strength, setting our sights on what we're needing to do, let's do the arrow, different way of doing it. So we're going to wrist cross here. And in this position, you've got your knees bent. So bend your knees a little bit there. And then we're going to go out. As we go to hold the bow, we allow the thumb and the first finger to go into this position so that we almost be shooting through that and these other fingers come back, okay? And then this hand pulls to let the arrow fly and then come back to here. So from there, let's start here. So bent knee, up you come, pull the arrow to shoot the arrow, take your sights, let the arrow fly, come back to the center, bend your knees, open and shoot as you stand up. This is called tiger mouth, this position of the fingers here. Coming back, open and shoot. Let your eyes settle on a point in the distance that you're focusing on. Coming back, bend your knees. Rise up as you shoot. Pull open your chest, making space for the lungs there. Coming back. Feel the power, feel the strength as you shoot the arrow. Let it fly. See if you can open your chest a little bit more. Keep your tailbone dropped there, chin tucked in. Bend your knees as you come down. Open. Focus in the distance. Feel a sense of inner strength and power. Sense of knowing where you're going, what you need to do. Open the shoulder here. It's very easy to stop there. Open it right out. Come down. Open. And come down. And relax. Right. Just carrying on opening this area a little bit more with swimming dragon watching its tail. So remember this one where you bring your hands looking into the palm, seeing the lines in your hand, and then turn your hands to push away as you turn your head to the opposite side. So we're really freeing up the top of the neck and the chest area here. Turn your head as you bring your hands back. That's an in-breath through the nose and out-breath through the nose as well as you turn your head to look away. Make sure your tailbones drop, your chin is tucked in there. Coming back. Breathing in, focus close up. Focus in the distance as you turn and look away. Breathing in and out through the nose. Drop your hands down, bring them up to the other side. Very good if you get stiff necks and stiff shoulders, this turn and push away. Very good for any carpal tunnel or wrist problems as well. Drop tailbone, chin tucked in. Look at the lines in your hand. Look into the distance as you turn away. Okay, we're going to come down onto the floor. Just do a little bit here. A bit more down there. Okay, let's just talk about the liver meridian. Liver meridian, you can do both feet or just 1 foot or 1 foot, foot or feet. Liver meridian that we're really interested in and we've done before is liver 3, which is in that first space between the big toe and the first toe. And the liver meridian starts on the outside of the nail of the great toe, not at the top, but where it joins onto the foot. That is called large wall, the large wall, okay. Comes up to liver 3, which we're very familiar with. And then along the inside of the leg, important liver points, 3 fingers up from that ankle bone where we get spleen 6. And then it goes behind the tibia, sort of space between the bone and the muscle that comes up behind the knee, along here on either side of the genitalia, and then up along the belly, and then to the sides, and then it comes just under the breast here, in line with the nipple, and that is going to be liver 14, which is the end of the external liver meridian. And this place is called Qigong, which means the last gate. Okay, so we know Shenmen, we know Mingmen over here, heavenly gate over there. And this is the last gate, Qigong, over here. But what happens as the liver meridian comes up and it gets as far as the pelvis here, it goes inwards and it goes over the gallbladder, the liver, the stomach, internally, and then it comes through the neck, through the face, and it ends up here on bar high, that's DU20. So a lot of our liver, not just liver, but a lot of our liver movements actually come up over here because it's the end of the liver meridian after it internalizes. So we don't normally talk about the internal parts of the meridians, but they all have them. And this is the one for the liver that ends up here, which is called the 1,000 meeting place. It's a very, very important point. Okay, the gallbladder is going to start by the eye here. It goes behind the ear, comes back up to the forehead, and then comes down and it comes to gallbladder 21. That's the one we often hit on. That's for clear thinking. And then it comes down along the side of your body and over your piriformis. That's a big important point for gallbladder over piriformis, and then down to gallbladder 34, which is just in front of the fibular head. And we've done that one, and we said that's one which is very important for any issues with your tendons and your muscles, and then comes right down and finishes on the inside of the second toe down there. So you've got your gallbladder meridian starting at the outside of the eye, and we say the liver opens into the eye. Well, liver and gallbladder, because they're circulating together, we say the liver opens into the eye, and here's the gallbladder part of that pair ending at the eye. So starting there, but finishing down here, and our liver one starting at the big toe and coming all the way up and ending just under the breast over here. All right. So while we're here, let's just do a little bit of stretch for the gallbladder. So if we put one leg in front, if you're happy to do that on one behind. So what we're doing here is we're actually stretching that gallbladder as we do from there, one hand the side, and we're going to come across and stretch to there and then coming back. Okay. So that's a breath in and breathe out and come back. And you can bend this leg further back if you can. You can curl your toes under if you can without going into cramp. Just watch that. So stretching beautifully through the gallbladder, but also stretching very nicely the inner part of the liver over there as well. Coming back, breath in, watch your hand, breathe out. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out. In. Out. And open your groin as you're doing that. Open your groin. Coming back. Then you can come down to lean on your fists. Relax your body down. Put your head on your fists and just relax down there. Stretching through the leg, through the groin, through the body. Take a couple of deep breaths. And come up again. And let's swip around to the other side there. One foot in front, one behind. There we go. See if you can get a little bit further back there. Opening up at the groin here, bending your quadriceps there, getting a stretch through there as well. And pushing away, opening through the waist, opening through the groin, coming back, watching your hand. Actually, we can do an in-breath coming down. It's quite nice to do an out breath here, because often your gallbladder and your liver, when they're irritated, they get irritated by agitation and anger. So it's quite nice to go, let everything clear, coming back. Back. Feel a bit of stretch maybe through your tummy muscles as you push forwards. A stretch for your pectoral muscles, for your latissimus as well. Another last one, coming back. Lean forwards, fists in front of you, hand on your knee or your fists. You might find it easier on one side than the other. And slowly come up and up from the floor. There we go. Good. Let's go into a little shaking. So we're going to shake for the liver. And the liver sound is SH. Shh. 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 Do another two. Shh. One more. Shh. And relax. Remember that sounds are clearing, sounds are healing, healing sounds. So healing for the liver to bring it from a state of agitation back into a feeling of generosity and kindness. Okay, let's do the other liver flow. We did the chattering monkey one last time. So let's do tree sways in the wind. So hands in front. And this movement is very much about turning the body and the hands just following. So you turn to the side, your hands come up. And you turn to the front and your fingers, your middle fingers pointing over Baha'i DU20 here, which we know is the top of the liver meridian. And then from there, we come down. So this is called a lower tree standing position. We turn at the waist. And now as we're coming up, we're actually drawing the chi through the gallbladder meridian all the way up till we come to the liver meridian and then out. So breathe in all the way up the gallbladder meridian, back to center. There's a pause of breath as we come here, and out breath. Pause of breath as you come to lower tree position, turn, breath in. Let's breathe in through the nose and let's breathe out through the mouth. Pause your breath as you turn. Pause your breath in through the nose. Over that DU20. Sink down a little bit. Feel your feet rooted. You're a tree with strong roots. Feel your spine flexible but strong. Your arms are the branches. Tree swaying in the wind is the name of the flow. For the liver and the gallbladder, which are the wood element. time of the wood element is the springtime, when everything's starting to grow. Turning. So the nature of the wood is rootedness and stability, but also flexibility. Notice if you're feeling a little bit more energetically powerful as you're doing this movement. Almost as if your branches are a little bit stronger as they're swaying in the wind here. Your feet are feeling a little bit more rooted. Your body is feeling like the trunk. Your arms can wave in the wind, even if it's a strong wind. So when the liver energy is out of control, we talk about liver fire rising. So you can imagine liver fire's risen to your head. That's what we've got a headache, and you're actually bringing that energy down again. Smoothing the liver energy out. Liver energy can be a little bit bouncy sometimes when it's agitated. So we can snap at people. So we want a smoothness of the liver. So feel that smoothness as you're doing the movement. Just a beautiful continuum. As you come down, we're going to go into embrace tiger, return to the mountain. So out breath, bend your knees into a squat there. In breath, back of the hands together. Push forwards, in breath. That was an out and in all the way around. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, push forward. Breathe in, open, making your space, your Wei Qi, your circle of protection around you. Bending down, feeling your power, your strength, breathing in. As you push forwards, feel that your chest sinks and your back rounds as you do that. And then come up straight as you come all the way around. Bend, feeling the power of the tiger, courage of the tiger. Push forwards, round your back, sink back, and then open up and feeling your strength of your peace. Breathe in. Rounding your back, sinking your chest, dropping your head, and then opening, rising up, standing tall in your own truth there. Come back. Standing tall, strengthen your Wei Qi. Last one. Sink down. Coming up. Opening up. Coming down, bringing your feet in, hands just below your belly and into. bamboo in the wind. Close your eyes and just settle in and notice how you feel. Done some quite strong chi work this evening, so you may feel that your feet may feel a little bit firmer on the ground. You might feel your body's a little stronger, or it's got a little bit of wind that just still needs to settle down. So allow your face to soften, jaw to soften, softness between the eyebrows. So in Qigong, we have a soft strength, the same kind of strength as water, the same kind of strength as a tiger. Notice the temperature of the air around you, touching of your clothes and your skin. Slowly drop your hands. And when you open your eyes, notice rather the space around you rather than the objects around you. Okay. Just a couple little steps up and down as we come back into wherever we are, whether we're somewhere on an island, somewhere in Milwaukee.